Hola, welcome to Greeklish Outdoors. Today we are looking at a Spanish MRE lunchtime menu. So, stick around. So as you can see, we're here at the beach. I thought it seemed appropriate doing a Spanish ration here in the blazing sunshine. Unfortunately, it's a really windy day too. I hope you can hear me over my wireless mic. Anyway, let's take a closer look. So this is a Spanish Armed Forces individual combat ration lunchtime menu B3. This has an expiry date of September 2024. I've had a breakfast menu on the channel before, and I'm looking forward to trying this lunch menu now. Anyway, let's open it up and take a closer look at what we get inside. So inside the box, there are loads of goodies in there. Let's get them out and give you a closer look. First up, we get our menu card, which gives the list of contents and also instructions on how to consume or heat up the ration. It is in Spanish, in English, and in French. We get a pack of instant vegetable soup, a chewing gum, 2 water purification tablets, a 200-gram tin of beef in sauce, a 190-gram tin of pears in syrup, a 120-gram tin of mackerel in brine, a 70-gram tin of pate. We get 4 sachets of isotonic beverage with vitamin C, a packet of fluoride toothpaste, a packet of disinfectant hand sanitizer, a pack of matches, 3 fuel tablets, a metal bendable stove, and finally a pack of 10 napkins. So that is everything in this Spanish Armed Forces individual combat ration. Right, amongst all this wind, we're going to try and heat this up and give it a try. Right, firstly let's make up this stove so we can heat up that beef. I think this seems the most logical way to me. I'm not sure how these matches are going to fare in this wind, even down here. It's a wee bit too windy today. Luckily, I've got my Soto pocket torch. Let's put our beef in sauce. I am going to open it a little bit because I don't want it to explode on me. So this is the hand disinfectant. Just pull that off. Squirt it all on your hands. It's got a kind of a gloopy feel to it, like alcohol hand gel sometimes does, but it evaporates very, very quickly off your hands and leaves your hands nice and clean. I do prefer an antibacterial wipe, as I think it gets more dirt off your fingers rather than just kind of sterilizing the surface of your fingers, so to speak. But yeah, it works. Hands smell nice and fresh. It's got a lovely kind of floral aroma to it, and my hands are somewhat clean, so good stuff. Right, let's make up one of these isotonic beverages. I have a cup, I have some water, put that in there. One thing, of course, this doesn't come with is a spoon. Luckily, the prepper I am brought one. Right, let's open up this pate. One thing that seems quite strange is that we don't get any crackers to put the pate on. I did try a breakfast menu some time ago, and that had lots of sweet biscuits, but again, no salty or savoury crackers to go with the pate. Seems a bit weird. Anyway, that's the pate. Looks very, very smooth. It's smooth, very strong of liver, salty. Tastes actually very nice. I just prefer not to have it on its own. But it's a very tasty pate. Would have gone really, really well with a cracker. Let's try this isotonic beverage. It doesn't look like it's gone into the water very well. It's got a very mild citrus flavour. It's a kind of a balance between salty and sweet. Not overly much of either, to be honest. I can tell it's full of electrolytes, but yeah, it's just not a very powerful flavour of like citrus. And this is the thing I've had with Spanish isotonic beverages in the past, is that if you add more than one sachet to an amount of water, then the flavour is enhanced, but also it's very, very salty and kind of awful to drink. So you kind of have to water it down and have a mild flavour. Anyway, it's not bad like it is. It's acceptable. It's just not a very amazing kind of explosion on your taste buds flavour. The beef feels kind of hot. The tin is hot, but I do need to save those last couple of tablets for heating up some water for the soup. Right, let's open up this beef in sauce. Ah, I heated up the wrong one. Oh my God. Now these pears are actually hot because in all the confusion in the wind and trying to get the camera set up, I heated them up instead of the meat. Anyway, let's give them a try. Delicious, nice hot pears. Lovely syrup. It's actually quite nice having them warm for a change. Makes it seem like a nice dessert. They're lovely and soft, they almost dissolve in your mouth. Nice and sweet. I had a Chinese ration recently where they had like tin pears like this, and they were great. It's so much nicer having something like this than a chocolate bar, in my opinion. It seems fresher, it seems more wholesome. It's definitely more satisfying. Yeah, they are absolutely delicious. Right, the water is getting warm. I'm going to add the soup mix to it now. Let's try this soup mix. Nice, salty vegetable soup. The croutons are quite soft, not crunchy like they normally are in soups. But it adds a little bit of something extra to the soup itself. Yeah, it's kind of a generic vegetable stock flavour. Nothing really stands out. No real herbs or vegetables stand out in the flavour at all, to be honest. But it's salty, it's warm, it's kind of satisfying as well. So yeah, not too bad. So the mackerel in brine. Even though all these cans are technically out of date, canned food often lasts much, much longer than it says on the tin. None of the tins are dented or damaged, so it should be fine. I'm just going to drain the brine off this. And there we have lovely mackerel fillets. I love mackerel, it's one of my favourite fishes to eat. Lovely, almost slightly zesty mackerel. Almost tastes like they've put a little bit of vinegar in there. one thing about canned fish, especially when it's been in brine, is it can be a bit dry in your mouth. Some more of that iced tonic beverage maybe. But yeah, lovely, healthy, oily fish. It's so tasty, and I'm at the sea eating fish on a bright sunny day. What could be better, really? Let's look at these napkins. I said you do get 10 in a pack. It's basically a square napkin, or like a square of toilet paper in a way. Not particularly soft, but you know, standard napkin really. Completely fine, and you get 10. So after all this nice food, if you need a shit, wipe away. All right, let's check out this beef. It's not that hot, as I wasted a fuel tab by mistake. There it is. Beef in salsa. Nice big chunks of beef. Yeah, it's not hot at all, but yeah, very nice, tasty, tender beef. It says salsa, but just tastes like salt water, to be honest. But really nice chunks of meat. I mean, this whole can is basically a can of meat in a little bit of oily water. A little bit of fat in there for the flavour. But look at the sizes of the pieces of meat. Again, like the mackerel, it's a bit dry, but full of good flavour. It would have been nice to have some sort of sauce with all these. Sometimes mackerel comes in like a tomato sauce. It'd be nice if the beef came in something similar. It would have added a little bit of extra flavour and made it easier to get down, I suppose. But as it is, it's still great. This lunchtime menu is packed full of protein, from the canned beef to the canned fish to the pate. Really, really good. The Spanish army obviously want plenty of protein in their soldiers, which often doesn't happen in many rations. Mainly they try and load you up with carbs. More iced tonic beverage to wash it down. That's all the food done in the ration. There's only one thing left, which is the chewing gum. I'm not going to try the toothpaste. I did try it on the breakfast menu I reviewed previously. I haven't got a toothbrush with me today, so it's a bit pointless, to be honest. But it is a nice, refreshing, minty flavour. That's what I'll tell you. The chewing gum is one quite large piece. It's got a mint flavour, but the mint flavour is different to some of the other chewing gums I've had in other rations. It's nice, definitely making me salivate. It's a nice big piece of chewing gum. It's refreshing my palate. If I had the toothbrush to go with the toothpaste, it really helped clean my teeth. So yeah, really good. So that's the ration finished. That was the Spanish individual combat ration lunchtime menu B3. Overall, I thought it was great. Lots of protein in there with the beef, the fish, the pate, some nice sweet dessert with those tinned pears, even nicer when they're warm. And yeah, the accessories are okay. One thing I would have liked is maybe a cracker or two to go with the pate, and maybe a little bit of sauce or something extra flavour, maybe a little bit of spice or something to go with the fish or the beef, just to enhance the flavour a little bit. But as it was still great. Let me know what you thought of this lunchtime ration in the comment section below. Have you tried it before? Is it something you would like to try? Let me know. But for now, thanks for watching. Take care, much love, adios.